Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm Pops. You're watching the Hillbilly Pops podcast. Hoping this sound comes out okay. We'll see. I'll put my Hillbilly Pops hat on. Yeah, how's that? Stroke the beard a little bit. I'm going to move this mic. It's probably going to be a little bit loud, but that's okay. We're just working stuff out here. I got my green screen up in the back here. I had to shut everything down on my computer because I really don't know how to set that chroma key thing up. So you're looking at green screen. Imagine a shed with the huge bottles of my seasoning in front of it. So that's what it's supposed to look like. I really need to get some lighting going here. That's a whole lot of red on my face. This is absolutely not a perfection kind of a thing. Let's see. Turn that a little bit that way. Turn that one a little bit more away from me. There we go. Kind of uncomfortable sitting here. I'll move that up a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit more comfortable. I've got this thing set up for my blue snowball microphone. This is definitely not it. This is an audio box. So I've been trying to get this podcast thing going off the ground. It's rougher than it seems. Talk about podcast, everything pops up on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube about how to do a podcast, and just this, the 74 easy simple steps of how to do a podcast. It's kind of like one easy way to become a millionaire: get $1 million. So starting this thing from scratch, from nothing. So I got one microphone set up here. It's not turned on. I got the sound turned way down on it. Every time I tap, I get the red light over here flashing. So it's been a little while since Savage the Boss came in, since we had Sav in for the podcast. It was a wonderful, wonderful podcast. If you haven't checked it out, please do. That's a terrible word for me. I use it a lot, apparently. There it is again. Because I didn't plan anything out for this. I didn't. And my phone's ringing in the other room. So I didn't plan anything out for this. So just wanted to throw out there that I'm trying to get guests in here for the podcast. Let's see. I've got one guest lined up. He lives in New York. I'm trying to get a remote thing going, probably on Discord. So if you're not following me on Discord, go to my Discord page, Hillbilly Pops or Pops the Hillbilly on Discord. Sign up, join up, do whatever you can to get in there. Because he says that's the way to do the podcast cross country or remotely. That's the easiest way. I'm having a hard time with this setup, so hopefully it's going to work out. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great thing. Like Donald Trump says, it's going to be great. It's going to be the greatest thing ever. It's going to be the greatest podcast since the beginning of podcasts. If I stop bumping the microphone, the boom, because that gets kind of loud, kind of really loud. I'm going to move it one more time because I'm sitting up a little bit. There we go. Is that better? That's a little bit better. Move it out in front here. Yeah, make more noise with it. So hopefully this is streaming out live on YouTube on my Hillbilly Pops podcast page. I really hope so. If it's not, I'm going to have to find it and repost it onto that page. It may be going up to Hillbilly Pops Seasonings or the Hillbilly Food Porn page. If you go to my Hillbilly Food Porn page, I've got 155 videos of this old fat guy cooking. They're not the greatest quality videos, but the food is just freaking amazing. It really, truly is. So if you want to go check it out, please do. Like, share, follow, subscribe. Subscribe to this channel, subscribe to that channel, like, share, follow my Hillbilly Pops on Facebook. Let's see, it is at Hillbilly Pops on Twitch. On this channel, I think I have a Kick. It's on Discord. I'm trying to hit all the cool stuff, and I've got a weird. Oh, that shadows from that light. Okay. The trying to hit all the social medias. See if I can turn that to green a little bit. Get it to turn. So I eliminate that shadow. Does that eliminate? Kind of. Not really. So I'll turn this one to green. See how that does. Hey, that brightens up that side. Hey, there we go. We're a little bit better now. Just a little bit. Not a bunch, but we are a little bit better. So you want to talk about food. Tomorrow morning I'm going to a Saturday market here in Lebanon. I have ordered 1,200 new bottles that should show up hopefully before I go to Alaska. If it doesn't show up in a reasonable amount of time before I go to Alaska, I'm going to have to order a bunch of bottles off of Amazon, and they're not cheap. It's going to cost me some money. I'm not going to raise my prices. Prices are going to stay the same. So that's is what it is. I've already had to make some adjustments in the labeling, and the amounts to actually fill the bottle. I started out at 8 ounces. It's a 9-ounce bottle. There's no way you can fit 9 ounces of anything in these bottles. So they're right at 7 ounces now. So technically, I did raise the price. It's $10 a bottle for a 7-ounce bottle. But if you can go through a 7-ounce bottle in 6 months, hats off to you. Hats off to you. It doesn't take very much of this stuff to create a whole lot of flavor. I use more of the original and the sweet, formerly Pig, than anything else, especially for demonstrations tomorrow at the pop-up Saturday market. I am going to cook up some chicken breast, little cubes of chicken breast on site for people to try hot ones. I've got all 6 flavors there. I'm going to demo all 6 of the flavors. So that being said, all 6 flavors, I'm going to use water to rinse the pan because that's all it takes. And it's going to be a flavor and scent extravaganza for that place, because the wind is going to be to my back. It's going to be blowing all the wind, all the smells, all the way across that Saturday market. If you have watched any of my other videos, you'll notice a lot of times I wish for smell-o-vision, because this stuff smells incredible when it's cooking. It really, truly does. Even the really spicy one, the prayer, it mellows out a whole lot when you're cooking with it. So I often add too much. That's on me. But I've learned to use the proper amount, and when you're cooking with it, cook it a little bit longer, and it mellows that habanero out a bunch. On the grill, everybody knows you lose a bunch of your seasonings when you throw whatever you're on there on, and you season, and when you flip it over, you lose a bunch of your seasonings that way. I tend to over season in accordance to lose half of it when it flips over. But then again, I lightly dust the other side after I do flip it, because that flavor is different than the flavor that cooks into it. Something I learned. It's just something I learned. It's a cool thing. I mean, it's really simple, and we don't think of it. We don't think of what happens when we season something, then throw it on a grill, and we think, oh, it's done. It's not done. That stuff has to permeate, and it has to stay with it. Marinating is a different story. If you marinate using wash your sister sauce or soy or any of the light oils, and then use the seasonings on that, and then put it in a food processor, or not the food processor, but the seal meal, the food saver. If you create a vacuum, it helps pull that seasoning into whatever you're trying to marinate. I marinate chicken and beef and pork. Not all the time. It's one of those iffy things. Um, and Also with vegetables, I have created a monster with the larger zucchinis, the bigger round zucchinis. If you slice them half to 3/4 of an inch thick, and you add a little bit of avocado oil, just enough to brush it on there, just enough for stuff to stick to. Season with whichever flavor you like. Flip it over, season a little bit more, and then throw those babies on the grill until they're tender. That's a vegan hamburger right there. You can put cheese on it if you want to, but throw it on a bun, a little bit of whatever condiments you like, and mow that thing. That is straight up some of the best stuff I've ever eaten. I am not a vegan. Savage the Boss is a raw vegan now, and he enjoys these seasonings. I know quite a few vegetarians that keep buying my material because they like the flavor, and it's vegetarian friendly. It's vegan friendly. It is gluten free. And if you're really into it, it's diet. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. The only problem with being diet, it tastes great. All the diet food I've ever eaten from growing up as a wee little kid, because my dad was always on diets, everything tasted like crap. Hence, you wouldn't eat very much of it. So you'd lose weight. Um, I am the enemy of Jenny Craig. I tell you what, I want food to taste wonderful. Portion control is up to you. Now, if you want to unload your entire freezer and fire up the grill and go for it, go for it. I don't care. Um, oh, I read today. Today is May 24th, 24. The guy that did that Super Size Me um, documentary, where he ate McDonald's forever, every 3 meals a day, and gained a ton of weight and got a heart condition. He passed away this morning from all that crap food. Processed food is not meant to be eaten every day by everybody, by anybody. Um, Buy it up raw, season it up, cook it up yourself. You'll live longer. Excuse me. It's therapeutic for me to cook. I love to do it. I love things that taste good, and it kills me when something tastes terrible. I am a big fan of onion because okay, two things in the world that will draw the attention of everybody around: the smell of cooking onions in butter, or popcorn. The smell of popcorn will draw a crowd. It really, really, truly will. Every time. I'm going to move up just a little bit more. There we go. Um, we use that strategy when um, we're doing concessions. In the concession stand, we fire up the popcorn maker. It draws people in because the smell goes everywhere. Back to smell-o-vision. If I had smell-o-vision, I'd be a millionaire because this stuff smells so wonderful. Just the blends that I use. Um, I use the original as a base for everything except salty garlic pepper and some of the new varieties that are coming out. But I want to stick to one thing that I know works well, and that is going to work well. The the business model of Chick-fil-A. Make a chicken sandwich, throw a couple of variants on it, but stick with a chicken sandwich. Same bun, same everything. Offer fries. They've got 9 things on their menu, maybe 11. I think it's 9 things on their entree menu, and they make more money than McDonald's or Starbucks because they're open shorter amount of time during the day and less days a week. So, and they're in the number 3 position for financially stable companies in the world. Starbucks is number 1 because they turn milk into a coffee drink. They don't sell a whole lot of coffee. They sell a whole lot of milk. And McDonald's, they sell processed food at a semi-reasonable price to the masses. And they sell it in mass quantities. Chick-fil-A found their niche. They only do what they know how to do, and they've been doing it ever since they started. So I'm going to kind of follow along that business model a little bit, and I am going to follow with one thing that I know, and I'm going to improve upon it. I'm going to keep the same original, keep the original base for everything that I do, except the salty garlic pepper and a couple of the new ones I got coming out. I want to see how the new ones are coming out, how they act. So I'm going to do small test kitchen portions. I'm not going to get labels made yet. I still have to send them out to my beta testers in New York, Florida, and Las Vegas. That's my basic test centers. And Missouri. If I can make people in Missouri change the way they eat, that's going to be a huge thing for me. So, welcome back to the podcast. Sorry if you're not getting a whole lot of enjoyment out of this. I'm doing this because I think I want to make the world taste better. So, if you want to join in, send me a message. You can comment on this video. I'll be checking comments. I almost said chat. We don't have a chat on YouTube. So I'm going to do a live video on Twitch. I'm going to go Facebook Live. If I can pack all this stuff down to the down to the Saturday market, I may do a recording for YouTube. I may. If I can record it on OBS, I'll record it and then I'll edit it up and post it up on here as a second hand kind of a podcast ish thing. I'll see if I can find somebody to interview down there. That would be wonderful. I want to get Rhonda and Marcy, Rhonda or Marcy, maybe the both of them, one of them, the both of them. I don't care. I'd like to get them in studio or take my studio to them. Get an hour or 2 out of them in an interview. I can split that up into a couple of episodes, few episodes. I think that'd be great. I just need to remember do a hand wave or something so I can see it when I'm recording, when I can follow the bars out, and click and split and create each episode out of that. I may have to do an episodical intro like this before it runs in, but that's okay. I can do that. I'm starting to figure the editing out. So, come visit me. Visit my webpage. It's https://hillbillypops.company.site. But I think you can just go to www.hillbillypops.company.site. I'm not sure. You know what? I'm going to look that up right now. Check this out. I got the phone right here. It'll tell me. So I'll go www.hillbillypops.company.site. .site. That's site, S-I-T-E. Oh, baby. Takes you right to my website. So, www.hillbillypops.company.site. That's a beautiful thing right there. It'll take you right to my website. Go check it out. If you want your world to taste better, give us a shot. And I really hope that everybody checks it out. I'm going to turn this other microphone on here. See how bad it is. And, well, this one's working. Yep, that one's working. And this one's working. Well, we're right at that clip level with this one. I'm going to turn that one back a little bit. Let's turn it up a little bit. Turn the gain back a little bit. Turn that one up a little bit. Turn the gain. Yeah, there we go. But 2 mics, hey, I got more than that if I have more guests. So that works out really well for having more guests. I just need more guests. Joe Cullen from New York City, or well, not New York City. He's not in New York City. He's upstate New York. Gamer guy. Captain Cullen at Facebook Gaming. Go check him out. Check him out on Twitch and Kick and all the fun other networks, PlayStations, or all the other places. How's that? So I'm going to cut this thing short. I've been on here a minute or two. 21:51 is how long I've been on. I gotta work on this English language thing. Saying doesn't work for me. And I know this shirt is not going to work very well with the green screen chroma key because it's got green in it around the little scullies, and it'll create hollow spots. We don't want that. It'll look like I've been shot. When my kid gets back from dropping off a cat somewhere, I don't know, with his ex, I'll get him to show me how to hook this chroma key thing back up so we have the actual scene behind me. I've got a scene on the laptop for it, but it just shows the backdrop. It doesn't show this camera on there anywhere. Can't figure it out for the life of me. It's killing me. So, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for watching. Make sure and tune in next time for another episode of Hillbilly Pops Podcast. Thanks for watching. Make all your flavors come true.